7:38 p.m. Wednesday, January 29th, 2020. Episode number 772 of Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan. This is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Hello, my dear friend. Episode 772 of Yeah Dude, America Through the Eyes of Two American Americans. Yeah, it's 2020 because before you said 2020, which I like.
But that's still correct, right?
I think so.
2020 sounds cooler than 2020, doesn't it?
2020 is our new news magazine program on ABC. It's on NBC. It's going head to head with 2020. Ours is called 2020. We're going to bring back some hard-hitting investigative journalism.
I mean, all this, I think 2020 sounds good. It's 2020.
Bro.
Dog.
Get with it.
Live
out loud, get fluid. Holmes, it's 2020. Can I tell you about what I saw on actually I haven't seen this on television because it's not on yet. Because today is Wednesday the 9th? Yeah, that would make sense because this is going to be on Friday the 31st. So on the final day of this month, on Dr. Phil, check your local listings. My son believes he's a cyborg from the future. Anita says that after graduating from NYU, her 24-year-old son, Orrin, O-R-R-I-N, announced that he is a mechanized cyborg who is a part of a, quote, collective intelligence sent back in time by, quote, higher beings to warn humanity of the upcoming apocalypse. Yes, please, Orrin. Professor Orrin.
Somebody smoked too much salvia in college.
Oh, man. I guess marijuana's not legal in the state you live in, Miss Orrin's mom, Anita?
So you sent him off to college?
Oh, so you sent him off to college in Ohio when he's been smoking K2 Spice for 3 semesters.
Boy flipped his wig.
Oh, Lord. Or it's all true. Dr. Phil, it's only 2 ways
You'll
this
get
can
down
go.
to the bottom of it one way or the other.
One way, okay, doctor. Either what you have here is something that we all need to be aware of and all watch because it's our future, or you're a fucking psychopath.
Did you see that fucking house, though?
Oh, his kid's house with the guns on the wall?
That's a weird house.
Yeah,
I'm not like...
Red flag, if I've ever seen one.
But that's his house. I mean, he gave his son that house, right?
Yeah, well,
he made it like that, and then he gave it to him?
He designed it, because he has an interior eye. Yeah, he's a sick fuck.
I think there's
something.
We might find out. Like, when it all...
Oh, it's all going to shake out.
When it all shakes out.
I mean, Orrin will tell us.
Orrin's going to come clean.
Orrin was going to let us all know, hey, I'm a mechanized cyborg. This guy's not a real doctor. And then the audience will be like, what?
I may smoke salvia, but that
2
doesn't
ways.
mean I'm not a mechanized
Either we're going to learn a lot of shit, or Dr. Phil, what the fuck, homie? Who's on your show, man? So this person...
I would love to get one of those books.
Get one of...
Those casting books that they have.
Oh, of like people that, hey, if your son's a mechanized cyborg.
Or like, you can look it up by like category. Like... Oh, like we need siblings that sleep together. Yeah. Like you have and how much they cost
sexy sibs
per day and shit.
How much to fly them out? Where do we got to put them up?
What they require as far as
what do
lodging?
They require
per diems.
Logic or lodging? Both.
Both. Per diems.
It's amazing to me.
Siamese incest twins.
Do we have any more of those? No, we did those in November. That was our Thanksgiving app. Remember, we had the food fight and they whipped the turkey at each other?
Where did we put them up last time?
Where did we get them?
Where did we put them up?
Really?
At the Holiday
The
Inn?
Four Seasons? I guess.
What was their per diem?
So,
just one per diem?
I guess it's just he's a doctor, he has a show, and he has to have guests.
Not a doctor.
I mean, should be locked up. What he does is literally this criminal.
He's like a disbarred ventriloquist.
Disbarred dentist ventriloquist. He only did dental work on dummies of ventriloquists. Ooh, Chester, let's go and get your back molar. And then the ventriloquist, Bob Dunham, Jeff's son, who never try to follow in his dad's footsteps. I'm Bobby Dunham, the real ventriloquist. I'm Chester. My molars hurt. Then Dr. Phil come in, disbarred, back alley, ventriloquist dummy, molar extractions. Next on Maury. Or what? No.
It's a
lot. It's Wild West out there. Whew.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to take in 2020. Man.
It's a weird
yeah.
wiggly world.
Yes, wiggly.
My neighbor was telling me how he just thinks that this is like.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Hold on. He thinks this is just? Thinks what is just?
Just that this is like the beginning of the end. Like,
okay.
You know, he's pretty like set.
How old is the neighbor? Hopefully older.
Mid-30s.
Oh, okay, young.
And he just thinks that like.
Bright guy? Intuitive.
Yeah.
You guys talk?
Yeah, we talk all the time, and we talk about a lot of stuff. And
I bet. Dorian fruit, switchblades.
I think he just thinks right now is sort of that there's no. Well, we know this that there's no going back.
Okay.
But I think maybe some people come to that realization at different times. That it's not so much the realization about the course that we as humanity are on is not a linear one. I think it's one that we come to our own epiphanies about at the stage of our lives that we're able to examine humanity in different points. So it's like there's people that have been recognizing the same things for hundreds and hundreds, thousands of years, just at the stage that they get to in their life. And that's not to say that we aren't getting closer and closer to being actually right,
actualized,
but they're exactly. But there are these realizations that we have at certain points where we're like, oh, the world's ending, or like, oh, we're losing our blah blah blah. But like that's been a steady arc, probably I would guess over the what is my father says every generation thinks that they're the last generation. Michael Stipe says that every generation thinks that
your dad or Michael Stipe. Your dad's Michael Stipe.
My dad, Michael Stipe.
Jonathan Preston Stipe, ladies and gentlemen.
As Michael Stipe said, every generation thinks they invented oral sex, and my dad says every generation thinks that their generation is the last generation that will be on Earth. That everyone always thinks the world's ending, and everyone thinks that nobody fucked before.
But we're correct.
But we might be right.
Oh yeah, we are.
Someone will be.
Well, we are. I mean, everyone else has been, Well,
we're quickly getting.
Wising up.
We'll be the ones that ended it.
Yeah. I mean,
but we might not be here for it to end.
2.5 years from now, we'll be doing the show. We'll both be wearing like those
masks.
Fucking 3M masks and like
how long?
You think by this summer? Oh, you got all right. Hold on now. Hold on. Wait a minute. He's digging into his bag of tricks. What's that? Let me see what that is. Oh shit! That looks like a Pitta 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 mask. That's got some Japanese text on it, so this is authentic.
Carrying those for 6 months,
you picked these up in Tokyo, didn't you?
Little Tokyo.
Okay, it's all the same.
But it's a Japanese product.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I got to show you these.
Man, you got 2 in there? Sorry, Jeff. There's only 2. You got more from me's? Does Pitta make a fucking feline mask? So I was saying 2.5 years from now. I was thinking in the summer of 2022, but it looks like.
How nice is that?
Oh, that's great. Wow. That looks it looks authentic. They have the tech. Oh, yeah. Holy shit. This is like you look like a doctor on Westworld. Holy shit.
I was thinking I look more like a Mortal Kombat or something.
Wow.
So these are my travel masks.
Man.
I went to Palm Springs last weekend.
Okay, wearing that mask? I asked to leave the Ace lobby. Sir.
Escorted off the premises.
Please,
I went to Palm Springs last weekend. On the way back, I stopped at the outlet malls that are a famous shopping destination in between, just outside of Palm Springs on the way back to Los Angeles. But it's a pretty common place to stop on the way there or the way back. It's like right next to the Morongo Casino, and it's large outlet malls. They have like kind of the basic bitch side and then like the bougier side or whatever. But it's fucking huge. And it was Lunar, aka Chinese New Year.
All right.
So one of the things in Chinese culture, if you read about that they like to do on the Lunar New Year is there's different things. There's these, I think they're red envelopes that they give to one another.
Filled with cash.
But there's also shopping is a big thing to do to kick off the new year. That it's like
traditional.
So when we got there, every store had like Happy Chinese New Year, Happy Lunar New Year, 20% off. So it was like a
amazing,
like a Memorial Day sale. Like every place was doubly in sale. It's already an outlet mall, but now it's like doubly in sale.
It's like
because
Singles Day at Morongo.
And I literally think we were the only non-Asian and possibly non-Chinese people in the premises. Also, the only two people not wearing masks. Swear to fucking God. And I looked at my girlfriend and I was like, are we like being stupid right now? Like, are we not supposed to are we going to be like, oh, like you guys should have been wearing those like months ago, you know? Yeah. Not us being there. I'm just talking about like Californians, just like us. I mean, like the only place there's probably more Chinese people than here is China. Like, I mean
50% off sale at the Hunan province satellite office in Morongo. So you're like, what do you have for exotic fish?
Guess Seattle's already got a case. We got a couple of cases, but I was just like, is this like dumb? Like, should we not be out here? Like
outside? No.
So anyway, there was
your pittas.
But I already had my masks prior to that. But the thing about it is, if I am wearing a mask, I feel like I get looked at like I'm a crazy person. But that doesn't seem fair.
It's not fair. Why you got to judge?
Like I should be
able
to
put your mask down and be like, we're all going to die. And then put the mask back up. People think that's totally normal. Smile. We're all going to die. Pop the mask back up. It's my pitta.
I would say that it would probably, even without a Dos Equis virus or any of the Mexican beer viruses that are currently coming to market, it would probably be smart as humans to maybe rotate out of this atmosphere like for a couple hours a day.
To Mars?
No, like just to I'm just not going to do this for a few hours. It probably increases my odds of not dying, probably increases my odds of not getting sick. Like for a few hours a day, let's just say maybe when you sleep or like when you're out in the world, like
put a purification.
I got a purification system on.
Why don't you get an oxo chamber and just fucking
live in that?
Yeah, live in it.
Do the podcast.
Hey, we're in it. Oh, I can't hear you.
But you know what I mean? It would make sense that like you just take some time off every day. Take a break from making your body break these things, these airbornes down.
I don't know, man.
I'm surprised you don't have masks.
Oh, I got masks.
But you don't wear them. You're waiting for there to be some type of catastrophic event
until it hits Larchmont.
As opposed to like, I'm taking 2 hours off today.
Yeah.
You know?
Till I find out it's at it's at Aaron McKenna's in fucking Larchmont. I don't know. Jonathan, it was the summer of 1984. Can I take you back to that summer?
I'll take you back.
God.
Park La Brea.
Woo.
Olympics. Watching that torch go by my house.
Watching OJ.
Pan Pacific Park.
Watching OJ run with that torch on the PCH. Run, orange juice. Orenthal juice. Different time. I was in Mandan, North Dakota. You know how it is. You know Mandan's motto, where the West begins. I was with some other workers. We were working because that's what we did. We were building a new law enforcement center when all the workers, they started complaining about a very strong odor of diesel fuel when they were digging and working, and just the whole area where they were doing this, making this new law enforcement center, all of them getting headaches. There's definitely something wrong because it's potent. So it turns out after some machines were brought in and they moved some of that topsoil. The local rail yard, which was down the road a little bit, they had been I don't know how long, they'd been spilling their diesel fuel that they've been using to run at the rail yard. The hoses were corroded, some were broken, some were corroded. It would just spill oil into the ground. There were also tanks that they were filling with diesel fuel. They were just overfilling them and just seeping. They don't know how long this has been going on, but they know when the workers were out there was something wrong. So they started to build wells underground that would sort of like collect
The diesel.
diesel that had made its way into Mother Earth, into her gully works. Mother Earth's belly. Basically, subdermal
diesel.
Are you thirsty, Mother Earth? Are you thirsty? How should we support you, Mother Earth, the way that you support us? Would you like some fresh diesel fuel? So this was going to catch this excess fuel. So now, 36 years later,
Those are overflowing.
770,000 gallons later, captured in many, 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 many underground wells. I said 770,000. The director of the North Dakota Department of Environmental Quality says, hey, it's pretty much all gone. Congratulations, please. Let the accolades come in. I've made the announcement. Hey, it's pretty much gone. Okay, now, instead of any questions, I will take only thank yous.
Wait, what does that mean? It's gone.
They think they pretty much have collected all of it. Pretty much. All gone. 36 years later.
So what do they get to do
I
with it
said
now?
don't ask questions. Just say thanks,
thank you.
sir. Thanks, great man.
But can you use it again?
Oh, no, can't use that. No.
Gotta be good for something. French fries or something?
Can we bake it? My diesel? I got an old Mercedes D. Don't we work on that? So, 36 years later, we got
gallons of fucking...
But I mean, we got it. Pretty much got it. And again, I didn't want questions. I wanted just more accolades.
More accolades.
That I did it. I did it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make. After 36 years, I did it. Money, please. Money. So we are just doing our best. There's been some spills here and there. I mean, you've spilled something. I knocked over a shake. Ah, fuck. That's one spill.
Yeah.
There was another spill. It happened about 36 ago. They didn't know how long. Hey, rail yard. Any regulations? But Jonathan, we didn't even fucking blue recycle. We didn't fucking. I mean, they did know, but like until
You had to know
about a year and a
something.
half ago is when people started even like realize.
Yeah, like,
Oh, you
can't just dump it down the toilet.
Oh no! What you just bring it. The fish love it. They're hungry and thirsty. They love it.
It's oily, just like them.
It's how it's slimy. They love it. So, but it's pretty much all gone.
Pretty much all gone. All got it. Now what?
Now
Now we set it on fire.
now they set Mandan on fire. So at the press conference, he said, citizens of Mandan, you have 24 hours to evacuate the city because I'm taking a Zippo to it.
USA Today snapshots. This is a Account Temps research survey of people going to work sick.
Oh,
The
worst.
percentages of why they do it. 25% said that they do it because coworkers come in sick as well. So I guess in order to I guess they come in sick, so I'm not allowed to.
Oh, so if
I gotta come in sick. If you come in sick, I gotta come in
if
sick.
your friend jumps off a bridge, would you?
Pressure from their employer.
Definitely.
Not 34% say that. To avoid using a sick day, 40% say I do it because I don't want to lose my sick days because I'll use my sick days for my actual days that I want to vacate.
It's my hobby. I bungee jump.
For my
I go around the country.
ultimate frisbee meet.
Yes.
My tourney I go to every year.
Every year.
And 54% say they come in sick because they have just too much to do.
Too much. least that's good. You know that like,
Too large of a workload.
yeah. Or like I have like kids and I have to feed them and like my boss is a fucking psychopath and like he'll like, fire me if I don't show up. So, and my kids, you know what my kids love to do every night? They just love to eat those silly gooses. They're ravenous. It's almost like they have to eat to live.
It's just like
It's
that.
just like it. So yeah, so I have to go into work even though I'm sick because that's how they fucking did us dirty. But the maybe yeah, your mask thing, you don't want to like cry wolf with your mask right now because you might want to still have its potency. Because you could roll into work with your mask and be like, and then people would just be like, hey, why don't you stop you in the parking lot? J-Dog, why don't you just, I see you have the mask on.
Oh, so you're talking about I'm trying to keep sickness inside it?
No, you're not sick yet and you've been wearing your masks. I don't want you to waste it when you could be used for your advantage. Let's say you're at your 9 to 5.
Don't.
You drive up.
So wait, they see me in that and they think I'm sick, but I'm
yeah.
coming in
Yeah,
sick?
no, Jonathan, you know what? Big dog, turn the car back on. Go home. We're going to be okay without you. And you're like, are you sure you're going to be okay without me? And then you're at the casino and like 20 minutes later,
That's
mask
the
off.
other thing. How many people are doing that when they're traveling? How many people are wearing masks because they're sick and they don't want to spill their germs on other people? How many are doing it as a act of...
Oh, of heroism?
Not... Well, this is a bit much. Just decency.
No. You've seen what goes on planes and in airports.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now.
So everyone's wearing it not to get sick. No one's sick and saying, I'm not going to, I have to go. I have to travel. It's not right of me to be out in the world like this and not share this.
Respect my fellow man so much. No.
That's what I'm going to do.
When you get sick, you mean?
Yeah.
Out of respect for others. I just don't want you wasting it.
I'm going to say, I have the flu. It's going to say it on across my mask. I have the flu.
No, you should put a new thing that just makes something up. I have DX9X. And people go, what the fuck is DX9X? And then just pandemonium. That hits the socials. DX9X is trending by midnight.
I have
CDC has to release a statement. That fucking guy does a podcast. He doesn't have DX9X. That is a thing. We do have it here. Yeah, pandemic. Get ready, dog. Only a matter of time. U.S. authorities said they have granted permission to a TV provider to urgently lift a 4-ton satellite to a so-called, quote, graveyard orbit over fears a battery fault may soon cause it to explode. DirecTV has told the Federal Communications Commission its Boeing-built Spaceway 1 satellite had suffered a major anomaly in its batteries and did not have time to deplete its remaining fuel before disposing of it by placing it 190 miles above the geostationary arc. What the fuck? Is this I just watch TV. This is all part of me.
It's
It's
your fault.
So, Jonathan, so when I'm on this couch watching Cops on a Monday night 7 at the Paramount Network, I got to worry about geostationary arcs 190 miles above. I got enough to worry about right here on the screen.
Got fucking literally like atomic bombs waiting up there just to like plummet to Earth when
Just
they
so I can watch.
lose their batteries.
Oh, he can't miss Cops. Put it up there. Blow it up. Send it out. This arc is about 36,000 kilometers. Sorry, don't know what that is. Probably a lot. Above the equator. It's home to most of the world's communication satellites. What is this, like a junkyard? Like a satellite junkyard? It allows them to move in sync with Earth's rotation. So they just dance to the rotation of the Earth?
Basically, they get close enough that they,
I like this. They create one giant, awesome, all the different satellite, Dish TV, Direct, they're all teaming up to create a master, awesome fucking cable system. That's so cool. I'm glad that's happening.
I think it's what it allows them, drops them into orbit they no longer orbit the Earth. They now are pulled into the gravity field of the Earth, and so they're basically like they just spin around with the Earth
They're part of us.
like an asteroid belt
a
of like
beau-
Saturn's rings.
The most beautiful. A lot of astronomers, they like to look at that. I like that. Show me all those satellites banded together and let me just look. Ooh, that's
Space
so
junk.
beautiful. That intergalactic space junk that shoots.
Look
is that
when the sun
Oh
catches
my
it.
God, look at when Cops is aired on that giant up there when the Martians watch Cops. So could that be it? Could we already have made contact with extraterrestrials? They're obsessed with Cops and they have built this themselves.
This is them.
They control this.
This
Hold on
super
now.
satellite.
These ground dishes, okay. The Ark is home to the world's communication satellites because it allows them to move in sync with the Earth's rotation so that ground dishes do not have to track them across the sky.
Oh, so this is the other way around. Sorry, I thought you were
My-
talking about disposing
How do you-
of that one.
So this is what?
Jeff, do you understand that?
Do you understand Cop? He doesn't understand that.
Have
Do
you ever
understand
seen Cops?
You ever seen the episode of Cops where like that guy like runs?
If you were a Martian, you'd like Cops, right?
Right.
I mean, it's fair to say. So wait,
Do you ever see the episode with the white guy? He had the white tank top on and he ran from the cops. You ever see that episode?
Read the part again about the.
The Ark is about 36,000 kilometers above the equator and is home to most of the world's communication satellite dishes because it allows them to move in sync with the Earth's rotation so that ground dishes do not have to track them across the sky.
Okay, fine, but that's not where they're putting that satellite. They're dropping that satellite out of it, right? They can't make it to it. Read the top part again.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
It's all right.
People screaming in their cars right now.
Yeah, I mean, fuck.
You stupid.
You stupid.
Fucking.
I know they sent you calculators, but that's not helping this.
Oh, yeah.
You idiots.
That's it. I got a little passive aggressive calculator present.
I thought it was a lovely gift.
But it didn't dawn on you that they're.
I did. Oh, it's such a sweet. Like, except they're making fun of you.
Yeah. Well, who the fuck uses these things anymore? Well, you have one on that thing.
I like a handheld. I
Well,
like
yeah,
to
you
go
do.
old school.
Yeah, you do.
Wanky
Old style.
wanky. DirecTV, it's told the Federal Communications Commission its Boeing-built Spaceway 1 satellite had suffered a major anomaly in its batteries and did not have time to deplete the remaining fuel before disposing of it by placing it 190 miles above the geostationary arc.
So
There's a graveyard orbit. Is that what you needed?
So that's saying they're pushing it out past a graveyard orbit is like literally like we don't need you anymore. Like
also
get out of the way.
My DJ name, Graveyard Orbit.
Um.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Anyway, we've got a lot of dead satellites up there. I know
That's,
that.
I mean, geostationary arc for all the shitty space movies that were on the blacklist. That's your title right there. Yeah, so I wrote this crazy movie. This like astronauts up there and like he's in the geostationary arc, you know? But he also has to like his ex-wife, she's kind of like he wants to win her back and she's in the where was she? What's the first one?
Graveyard
She
orbit?
lives in the graveyard orbit, but their child hates him and then something happens where he grows old because time moves forward. But then like I'm still working on it, but it sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about us having way too much shit up there and it becoming a problem. And
I would imagine we have.
well, the
think about
problem is
stuff we have here.
if
we put it all in the ocean,
the speed,
where else are we going to put
the
it?
speed at which everything moves up there. The more stuff you put up there, the greater the odds for collisions to occur. And when collisions like that occur, they literally like rip holes through. I mean, like
Yeah, but it only fucks
like
with the aliens.
a fucking screw will like take out an entire.
We don't got to
like-
worry about that. That's for the fucking aliens to deal with.
Well, I think it's more about us trying to get on and off planet. That you have to now go
Okay,
through
gotta go- how are
this
we gonna
debris
get-
field that you've created.
How's that mission to Mars when you said all it takes is a screw and it tears through space and time?
I don't know.
Put that on this is my script. That's how my script
So the
opens.
screw.
This screw is loose. Astronaut,
It
mad
tears-
handsome,
tear through-
mad
tears
handsome.
through space
Let's think
and
John Hamm. Let's just think John Hamm.
In Robbinsdale, Minnesota, officials are investigating after a man reportedly scaled a fence and he shut off the oxygen supply at North Memorial Hospital in Robbinsdale, Minnesota. According to the research warrant, on December 27th, 2019, deputies were notified that someone had scaled a fence, broke metal clasps and zip ties, and shut off the oxygen to the entire hospital. Now, deputies later reviewed surveillance video and noticed someone in a distinct coat crossing the road.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Does that mean it was a
What do you think that means?
distinct cut to the jib?
Members only. It could be like a
Could
letter.
have been a graphic of some
letter,
sort.
a graphic. Letterman jacket.
Noticed someone in a distinct coat crossing the road and approaching the fence. Now, at the same time, hospital engineers were alerted to a pressure drop in the hospital's oxygen levels. When they investigated, they noticed someone had tampered with the oxygen system. The engineers noted that if this had happened when they weren't on site, the act could have resulted in serious harm or death to patients.
Yeah.
According to the search warrant, though, the suspect had been spotted at North Memorial Hospital before
With his coat?
and was seen unplugging computers and televisions.
Who is this fucking guy?
Officials learned that in the past, the suspect, a 39-year-old man, had been charged by St. Cloud police in connection to a, quote, a tampering incident with Xcel Energy meters. Xcel Energy officials also believe he is the main suspect in 250 other meter tampering incidents, according to the search warrant. So we have a serial tamperer.
Yeah.
Yes?
What do you, does he?
Serial medical tamperer.
Yes, that's insane. We can't let him out with his distinct coat and his fucking illicit actions.
What do you think a distinct
What are you
coat
doing
is?
over there? I'm just tampering. This is about the 250th time I've done it. What are you fucking doing, dog?
I'm a diehard,
Diehard tamperer. Oh, man, do I get to work.
unrelenting tamperer.
I get up early. How else would you do 250? I don't know.
That seems
What's
like
this oxygen thing? What's he trying to pull? Is he? I thought he might have been a disgruntled employee from the
trying
energy
to put
company.
people out of their misery.
He's trying to put. I like how you spin it glass half full. This man tried to kill everybody in the
He's a
hospital.
healer.
He's actually a healer. There's so much suffering going on at this one particular hospital. He wanted to free them to the next realm. Hero, yes. Wait, there's no blood donor center here, dog. What? This is not. No. Listen to me.
They should let him.
Dog, I was getting my ACL done.
Yeah.
Well, you'd always think about it. And I never want you to have to think about your ACL again.
I'm gonna let you go.
So I'm going to let you go. Trust.
It's hard for me.
Trust.
I will.
Dog,
miss
I work at Grubhub. I'm bringing food to like the security guard. No. You don't want that job. Do you hate your job? Well, yeah, but shh. Release yourself.
It's gonna be fine.
You'll be fine. You got to keep a fucking eye on this dude. Man, one rogue maniac how can that happen? Scaling walls in his distinct coat, flipping switches. I don't know what the meter does. That might fucking maybe have to pay more for that. Why is my meter so much? Tamperer, but that's not going to kill you.
Oh no, that's a medical meter.
Oh, like
Yeah. That's some.
Oh,
type
like
of
blood pressure and shit.
Xcel
Oh, okay.
energy meters. I think
Oh,
are.
I thought it might just be like, usually my bill is $49. This month it was $79. I'm not even going to call. This is like,
Let's make sure.
it's telling the nurse, it's telling him that you're alive, but you're actually flatlining because he's tampered. They know who he is.
Oh no, it's a utility meter. You're right.
Well, still, you know?
But maybe he's doing that in order to try to get
That could break up
shit
a couple.
to malfunction.
Honey, why is it?
Oh, no.
Why is it $40 more? Were you taking? Why are you taking? Somebody else taking showers here? What are you doing?
Serial tampering.
Serial tampering can break up a marriage, dog. If there's a couple that's so suspect of one another, all it takes is a fucking gas bill, $39
discrepancy in the
more.
water bill.
That's all it takes.
Why you
wow.
shower so much when I'm not here?
Interesting. It seems like the showering jumps up 5 minutes after I leave. Why is the shower so long? I don't know. It's like the butterfly effect. It's just all of us.
One flap of the wing.
Everything is so connected, from our space junk to our tamperers.
Yeah.
We're all together.
We're all space junk.
We're all space junk tamperers. Oh, where's my another movie? Space junk tamperers. It's a rogue group misfits, if you will. It's alien misfits.
Riffraff.
Riffraff.
Intergalactic
riffraff that I've assembled from a space junk riffraff team. Everything's a team that's been assembled. Everything is like it's just everything's a team. Does that happen in real life?
Yeah, ragtag teams that need to get brought together.
But I'm not talking about sports. I'm talking about like in real life
problem solving teams.
And that happens
people to address, specialists, and
in real life.
We need a welder.
I need anybody who cracks safes. Nobody. We don't do that anymore. I need one. For what?
For my team.
I'm a systems project manager. I need a safe cracker. No, you don't.
I'm putting together a ragtag team.
I guess that's what you do. When you get your job, just announce, I'm putting together an all-star team.
Of misfits.
Of miscreants and misfits. Outsiders. You know?
Yeah.
Mavericks, rogues. Who wants to join my team? Not a fucking single person would raise their hand because they'd be like, hey, Dick, this is called the real world and we're all trying to work here. All right, then. I guess I'm not assembling my team here at Costco.
Available online and at 265 Hy-Vee grocery stores in the Midwest. It's Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Isn't that great?
They're...
Hi, can I help you?
No.
No, I'm fine.
Quit fucking following
Get the fuck away from me. I'm in a supermarket. But thank you.
So only online and at Hy-Vee grocery stores, the new Jelly Belly sparkling water.
Okay, it's only a matter of time.
Available in orange sherbet, French vanilla, very cherry, tangerine, pink grapefruit, watermelon, lemon lime, pina colada, buttered popcorn, and black licorice.
No. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll expand into other, when they... I mean, if it's anything like a Jelly Belly, it will capture the very essence of its flavor.
True.
But now in a sparkling, carbonated, no-sugar beverage.
Oh, it doesn't say that. I didn't realize that it's like a LaCroix
Yeah, it's all that
style.
shit. All that shit that everyone's obsessed with.
So it's essence.
Do you want a water? Yeah, but this isn't water.
Well,
that's what I say when
is.
people hand me things that aren't water.
I mean, they are.
Well, meatloaf ain't a burger, so that ain't water. Because never in my life have I been in a body of natural water and just been like, man, this is carbonated, this ocean.
So is it the carbonation that's the problem or the flavor essence?
Well, it's the flavor essence is so beyond the pale of it's ungodly, the flavor essence. The carbonation is one thing. It's just not natural. The flavor essence
is natural. It happens naturally.
Yeah, carbonation happens naturally, but with water and natural bodies of water, per se.
Yeah, there's spring.
I guess there's springs.
Mineral springs that are carbonated.
In other countries that you read about. Ooh, I'd always love to travel to that country. Not in real life, again.
So, but the
flavor essence, ooh, that's just...
What?
I don't know, man. That is against the laws of nature. Orange sherbet water? No. Not with our creator, not what she intended.
You don't think?
No. When our creator sat up there and she said, I'm creating this all, and I shall create water, but it shall be flavored orange sherbet.
And be bubbly.
That's water now. If you don't like it, fuck off.
And be undrinkable for more than one sip at a time.
Yes.
One small sip at a time.
Yeah, I don't play that. Very popular, the seltzers and such.
That's because water is boring.
People, it's too boring for people. Is that really what it is?
Yeah.
Ooh, water? Grody.
They want to feel like they're getting some type of a
very cherry essence.
Like a treat.
Ooh, water? Is it pink grapefruit?
Like a prize.
No, it's water. Oh, well, life is sucky, and when I drink water, it has to be flavored or I'll die. Because that's what it's happened. Do you want a water? Ooh, do you have pink grapefruit? Water? No, I have water. If it ain't pink grapefruit, Daddy, don't drink it. Sorry. Okay. What is that? Why have we gotten away from just the essence of water giving us life? What's happened?
Well,
It just seems so simple, so elegant.
water's boring.
It's boring, Seth. And we
the
want to
other
amp
thing
it up.
is, for me, I drink them because they make me feel better about
my life.
not being able to drink other things.
Okay. So as a replacement for Jameson's Irish whiskey, you might have a
Well, I think as
French vanilla Jelly Belly
I'm not afraid.
sparkling water.
As some type of
You guys want to... I got Jameson's. Do you have any Jelly Belly French vanilla? It's the same thing.
for me.
For me.
Yeah, it's not a substitute. It's
Okay, it's just a trick.
No, it's
A
not
magic trick. Sleight of hand.
It's a
A lie?
no. I'm not tricking myself.
Okay.
I'm.
Indulging.
There's nothing indulgent about
What
it. It's
is
just
it?
water. There's nothing in it. There's no calories. There's no nothing. The only thing that they say is that maybe if you're like obsessively drinking them, that the acidity level is maybe a bit
Got to
much.
do something.
But and the carbonation creates gas in the body and stuff like that.
Is that good?
No, but it's not like
Could you ever explode from it?
you could have probably.
Could
exploded.
that happen?
But you got to remember, I'm somebody who liked not only drinking booze, but also liked drinking cocktails. And when I stopped drinking booze and cocktails, and beer. So I like carbonated beverages to begin with.
If
but
you
then
will.
I also started drinking soda once I stopped drinking in order to like kind of give myself something to do or some type of, what is it? Oral reward. or-
Oral reward from Jelly Belly. Wow. Jelly Belly's new line for low-calorie waters. Oral reward. Oh, fuck.
I mean,
That's some shit right there.
it's not, though. It's normal.
It's very normal.
it's
People
human.
love it.
It's human.
Every time I'm at a supermarket, not getting smiles because I'm not at a Hy-Vee, every shopping cart is filled with a different brand, some type of flavored water.
It's the
All the rage.
it's the least harmful way to achieve
some pleasure.
some type of sensation and stimulation that people seem to crave in those things.
In those spaces. In those oral spaces.
I'm not saying that it's not more evolved to
No.
just be like, I don't do fuck with that. I just drink
Drink
water.
water.
But like, I mean,
You got to do what you got to do.
gotta-
Life is, the day is long, right? A day can really
I'm just saying,
get at you.
it's not like, oh, I'm trying to quit smoking, so I vape. It's like if a LaCroix gets you over the hump and gets you not drinking beer and soda, like sugary ass soda,
Yeah.
then by all means drink your fucking LaCroix.
Do it.
They're the least.
No harm, no foul.
I mean,
LaCroix.
probably harm and foul.
Major harm, super
Eco-
duper foul.
eco-foul.
Eco-foul. LaCroix. What
low
is it?
key eco foul.
is it?
LaCroix. But I get whatever gets you there.
Hey,
man.
whatever gets you the night. The Franciscan Sisters of Perpetual Adoration is a Roman Catholic religious congregation for women based in La Crosse, Wisconsin. They started in 1849, and for the last 142 years, Jonathan, since 1878, they started their tradition of at least 2 members have been praying every hour of every single day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for 142 years. Total, nonstop, unending prayer in the chapel of the Sacred Heart. It's been going on for 142 years. Every minute since every second, can I say that? I'm saying it. every second of this time-space continuum existence of whatever we have of recorded history for 142 years, 2 lovely, tiny women have kneeled down in this chapel. Many women over the years, every single second praying.
They rotate hourly?
They rotate in, they rotate out.
But not every hour on the hour type thing. I mean, some of them will stay there for...
If you walk into this chapel...
I know that.
In the last 142
how long
years...
Are the shifts?
What can Jesus... How can you do?
How long can you take?
I can do 21 days with Jesus. I mean, you might be able to... Well, you might give us 20 minutes. It's all right. We got another person in here.
We do a couple hours.
Most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life. After 12 years, the last 12 years of study and reflection, they are going to stop the practice of this ritual prayer. They have decided after 12 years of praying and reflecting on, should we still fucking do this? Don't say the F word. Pray extra. You got to stay an extra day for that. Well, I think we should stop. Don't stop. Why stop? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. You fucking psychos have been praying every second for 142. You know what? Fuck it. We're done. Don't! That's not a good idea right now. They're gonna.
That's why I'm trapped in this show.
They're gonna.
The same reason.
Yeah.
It sounds like a great idea to me.
It's like, what the fuck? You know what? I'd love to. You know what? Fantasy Island comes out on Valentine's. You want to go see Fantasy Island at the local? No! You gotta pray! They're gonna do a 6 a.m. and a 10 p.m. Knock it out for just a few. We'll just do twice a day. We're fine. We're out.
Bang it out.
Bang it out. Ladies, I implore you.
But why do you think they've explained why?
The study, the reflect. At times, if they've noticed that in modern times, it's what might have 142 years ago seemed like. If you said this to 142 years ago, if you walked up to your podcast partner and been like, you know, these ladies are in there praying, like, you'd be like, oh yeah, totally, that makes perfect sense. Whereas if you might say it now, you might be like, what do you mean? Like, I have questions. No questions back then.
Well,
there's been more and more questions over the last of the generations.
Is it possible that the responsibility to keep it going, responsible parties,
it's become more difficult? They've actually had to bring in volunteers within the parish
that are not. That's why
to help.
They can't, because it used to be like, yeah, what the fuck else am I going to do?
It's easy. We got 800 women living here.
Fuck all to do, and there's 800 nuns living here. Now it's like you got 4 people who are like, I just did 4 hours. Don't make me go back there right now.
Get in there.
I mean,
get in there, Rosemary. Get in there now.
You're gonna fuck it up. You know that some people have dozed off.
You think?
Oh,
but even in dozing off, you dream. You're still praying in your dreams.
Dream
I
praying.
am anyway. Dream praying. My screenplay. Dream praying.
Dream pray.
Dream prayers. We
know
gotta,
that some people have dually, because it's 2 at a time, right?
At least 2.
At least 2. So you know that 2 people, 2 nuns
fell asleep at the same time, like 3
the,
a.m. Like
at least
1916.
12 times since 1864.
No, one time in 1916, 2 nuns, one named Esther, one named Gertrude, fell asleep for 12 minutes from 2:12 a.m. What again? Get the calculator out. Whatever 12 minutes is from there, they slept. I ask you, rethink this. You've been doing. Why stop now?
Why not?
Why not is a question that you ask. And it's one that we must contemplate. But let me take you to Leviticus. If I shall read from said book, because
it has to stop. All things end.
All things end. Yes, I guess in your kooky Eastern philosophies that you live your life by.
No, all things end.
I guess all things end.
But they should do it until like they get it that option is taken away from them, as opposed to them opting to not do it. You want it to be ripped from them.
I want it to be.
You want
I want the robots to come in
and like
the robot overlords,
crush their minds.
Yeah, the
crush
Boston Dynamic priest that they build that comes in, does
breaks
parkour,
their necks.
break dances, cracks their skulls, and says there is no God. And
There is no more prayer.
Yeah, and like puff and blows the fucking place.
You
Until
want them
that
to
day.
do it until they no longer until it's
Until they're all murdered in
ripped
the chapel.
from them.
Ripped from their hands, the rosary, strangled with their own rosaries. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. I just don't want them to stop. I want them to maybe.
Because you believe it's doing good?
I don't know if
You
it's
think
doing.
it's holding the world together?
No, it's not.
Because people do think that.
Oh, they do?
I mean, there would be probably people that would be far more concerned with the fallout from this than you should be. Because you don't believe in God.
No, but I'm more into just the beauty that it's been going on for so long. It's a positive thing, at the very least. It's not a negative thing.
I would agree with
Two
that.
lovely old women
Some
praying is a.
Perpetual praying.
It's beautiful. Why don't they rethink it and try to get some fucking more people and some volunteers? If you live in La Crosse, you should shoot by. Get in there you just got to get some more people in there. Why stop now?
Why stop? You would think that
I mean,
there has
how did
to
they
be-
keep it going for this long? It's insane.
You would think that the decision, if it took 12 years to come to,
They've done some deep reflection on this.
you would think.
And by deep reflection, I mean every woman that lives in this fucking convent has passed in the last 12 years. There's only 6 women left, and they're like,
I don't want to
I
do this.
can't. You kidding me? Do you know how big TVs are now? Do you have any idea how big televisions are
I
now?
got The Bachelor.
I
gotta
mean-
watch The Bachelor.
Have you seen it?
What if you set up a network
Okay, I'm listening. An app, an application.
of parishes
Okay, Roman Catholic parishes,
to where it could
diocese.
be a perpetual prayer going on, but maybe not in the same place? That at least somewhere, at all points, at least somewhere,
on a
this
cam.
is happening.
We got to be able to see it because if anyone
net-
falls asleep, they get
You wanna know.
they get buzzed, they get zapped. They definitely get zapped if they fall asleep.
Yeah, by the pray hawks.
Yeah.
the prayer hawks. We can watch them from home.
That's a
if
new
we see 'em.
prayer taser. Zzz, zzz.
No, but I'm saying
Okay, so it's
to
a
get a few other
network of
parishes to
dioceses.
volunteer
So
to
it's
share
not just
the
these-
load.
Put all the burden on these beautiful ladies. Can't we? Okay. Oh, there's just something about the Franciscan Sisters of Perpetual Adoration. Are you gonna change your name? You best change your name to what is it called? We are the
Periodic.
Franciscan Sisters of maybe for an hour at 6 and 10.
Periodic
sometimes
adoration.
Periodic, lay it down for Jesus. You mean the guy that you've been doing it for almost 150 years for? Yeah, he's not that cool no more. So we just got to do it for a little bit in the morning when we wake up, if we do.
This is what I think you could do. If you set it up with parishes across the
Okay.
country or across the world, you could set it up in a time zone based thing where from, let's say 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock in each of these parishes, the same time for each parish, but it would line up, that it creates a 24-hour round.
Okay.
Wouldn't be that hard,
Very easy to set up.
through some modern tech.
Yeah, we should just work on the software on that and we'll
An
create
app.
that. An app. All right. Easy.
Perpetual apparition.
Perpetual app oration. Why stop? I guess they're just done. They thought about it for 12 years. So I shouldn't be telling
Maybe
them.
God told him to stop.
Maybe she said, ladies, this thing, mad appreciate.
Cut it out.
142
Cut it out.
down. But the more I think about it, TV's got real big. Bachelor's real crazy. You'd love it.
You guys are missing this.
You guys are missing out on this. He's a pilot. You get on it. Pray about him not crashing. Come on, get on that. You know what, ladies? You're done. Your work here is done. I don't know,
I don't know.
but we're gonna set that app up.
Mutual
JO sesh? What?
JO prayer session.
What is
app
this?
would be cool.
With a collab with Pornhub? What is this?
No, I'm saying though some type of app that people could network and pray together,
Okay.
simultaneous prayer. Because isn't prayer supposed to be accumulative?
Oh, you mean the more
The more it happens, the more you do it, the greater the power of it.
of it?
The power of prayer.
The power of prayer. So you're talking. You need
Numbers
more.
game.
It's a numbers game. God, we could be onto something here, Jonathan. Is your name
What
Jonathan?
was your name again?
Jonathan. Nice to meet you. This seems like a nice tradition. I'm just kind of bummed. I'm sorry.
I got verbally attacked in traffic the other day.
Did you deserve it?
I don't believe I did.
Okay.
I was driving down Sunset Boulevard
Know it well.
in Echo Park, and I'm driving in the right-hand lane, heading, I suppose, what would be westbound. And I am forced to stop short because a car in front of me.
Can I ask you a question? Are you maintaining a safe speed at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
I've just pulled out onto Sunset off of Echo Park. I'm driving straight ahead. I just thought about something. I'm driving safe speed, yes. I'm perhaps driving a bit slow.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that, as far as I'm concerned.
Maybe being a little bit of a looky-loo. Trying to see if there's a food truck that's supposed to be there.
You heard about a truck.
I just thought about this. Now.
You just thought, now telling the story of what you were actually doing at the time.
This could have fueled in
The
part.
rage.
But that being said, I keep driving, and as I drive, a car stops in front of me because it sees a parking spot that it wants, but it's already kind of past it. So they stop, but they stop basically
Right there.
halfway in the lane, halfway out of the lane. So I can't really get past them. Car pulls up behind me. My window's down. Girlfriend in the car with me. Thank God, which I'll explain later. So the car, so I'm waiting for this car, and I stop far enough back because I think I'm gonna get cornered by this person because they can't get into the spot, so they're gonna probably have to back up or pull forward or something. So when I see that, I kind of lay off, and I don't like get up on the person's ass because I'm like, you're an idiot, but like I'm not gonna fuck your life up. Person behind me gets.
Fuck you. I mean, you're an idiot. I could fuck your life up. I'm not going to do it this time. You're getting off easy. Just know that. Because I could fuck your whole life up.
Person behind me.
Oh, wow.
Gets behind me, and I kind of see him in my rear view.
Uh-oh.
But he cuts hard into the next lane as soon as he gets an opportunity. As he rolls past me, he's just like, you're a cunt. You're a fucking cunt. And I'm like, shocked.
Is he English?
No.
You know they love that.
No.
That could just,
I don't know
like,
what I don't know.
like dude
At this
them.
point, I don't know what he is.
Yeah.
I just hear, you're a cunt. Or some
fucking cunt.
You're a fucking cunt. Something along those lines.
Bitch ass cunt, probably.
No, just you're a fucking cunt.
Wow.
Or
Sir.
you drive like a cunt.
You look like one too.
So this person rides up. Person in front of me deals with their thing.
So now you're free.
I'm free,
You have
and
your
I
options.
look, and the light goes red, and the dude has to stop at the light, like literally 150 feet past where he's gotten past me. So and he's in the left lane because he's past me.
Yeah, he is. Your
So
window's down.
I just roll up to the stoplight, and I like roll up as I'm looking at him. He like looks at me, and he's like, "What? Oh, what?
Whoa, sir,
He's like, "You're a fucking cunt." He's like, "You drive like a cunt." And girlfriend leans over, and she was like, we're both like, "Yo, like there was a car." And he's like, "What? And he's like, and so I kind of like, I'm so shocked that I sort of like, I kind of laugh at him. I'm like, dude, like, I'm like, chill. And he looks at my face, and he's like, "You're a cunt." He's like, "Look at your fucking smile." He's like, "Where do you get a fucking smile like that? At a cunt ranch?"
Amazing.
At which point we like
Die laughing.
fall out laughing because Cunt Ranch is like one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life.
Greatest ranch.
He like light turns green and he fucking takes off.
It's your new license plate. CNTRCH.
You look like a cunt. Where do you get a smile like that? Look at your fucking smile. Where do you get a smile like that? At a Cunt Ranch? And he says it in like It almost seemed to me like he was like from Portugal or from Spain, like something there.
Do we know? Do we know anything
Cunt
about
ranches?
Yeah. Do we know anything?
I don't know about cunt ranching in either of those countries.
Catalan, I don't know
No.
any. Okay.
But where do you get a smile like that? At a cunt ranch?
Yeah,
So
in
then
fact, I
he
did, sir.
takes off,
Yeah.
and I look, and the next light at Alvarado goes red, and I am like, and I'm turning on Alvarado, so I'm like, I'm gonna take it to this dude, bust a left, I'm done. And so he's still in the left lane, and I zoom up, and as I'm pulling up, I'm like, you know what? Just like let this go.
I mean, you just got a great compliment, so you should just be happy.
Just be happy. Let it just basking in that.
Beautiful face that you got.
And as I drive up next to him again, I look at the back of his car, and the back of his car is like, it says like, save the wildlife.
Oh,
then there's
that's
like
good.
a PETA.
Oh,
There's a
whoa.
animal liberation front sticker. There's all these animal things. And I drive up and I see all those stickers.
Wow.
And I drive and I'm just like, you know what? Just make a right and don't. But my window's still down. His window's still down. So I kind of roll past him. And as I'm rolling past him, he says, "Go fuck a pig." And I'm like, all right. And so I hit the brakes and I'm like, what? And he's like, "Go fuck a pig." And he's like, look at you. He's like, "You look like a man who fucks goats."
Got it,
He's
yeah.
like, "You're a goat fucker." And he just starts screaming. And I am like,
This is awesome.
hysterical. But in my mind, I'm like, what is this dude who's like an animal activist?
Loves them.
But all
Loves
he's
thinks
obviously
about is making
all
love
his
to them.
insults are all about
But making love to them, demeaning them.
fucking animals.
Yeah, abusing them. Non-consensually.
And then there's this Asian couple on the corner who are hearing
They're
this
hearing
man
it.
yell.
They're getting in on it.
Meanwhile, they're looking at us. We're both like,
Yeah.
and I mean like,
Crying.
but if, okay, so the saving grace of having Marissa in the car is that Marissa manages to laugh this. If I had been alone, because he was a smaller man.
Okay, so you right off the bat, you're like sizing up.
Oh, I was.
I'm gonna take-
If I had been alone in the car, he would have at the second stoplight at Alvarado, he would have been unconscious in the street.
Okay, you would have been
I
screaming
was,
like-
even though I was laughing because it was so funny and it was making her laugh so hard, I was still in my head. I was like, I'm going to physically pull this guy out of the
thinking
car
about
and I'm
that.
going to hit his body against the asphalt. Like I'm going to
Thinking
hurt
about the ranch that you
I'm
got your
still
face
going to
at.
hurt this man. It's just I'm going to laugh up until the point that he loses it, but when he loses it, I'm getting out of this car and I'm going to fucking kill him.
Because of the thing about the cunt ranch.
Because he called me out on being a cunt rancher.
And that's like,
So then in my head, so I pull away. We laugh forever. He even at one point, because we're laughing so hard, and he's like, "You look like a guy who fucks goats." And then he's like, and I'm like, "Oh, he's about
you're
to."
having so much fun. He wants to get in on it.
He's like kind of almost laughs. So anyway, I pull off. But thank God she was there because it kept me from probably getting arrested.
Okay.
But so what I was thinking about later was that
This ranch, because that's all I'll be thinking
I want to know
later.
about this ranch. Where do I get in on the? No, did he say I was a goat fucker because of my smile and like my gold tooth, like because I look like a hillbilly?
When your visage, when he saw
Did he
you,
see, or does he see my beard and
he's-
think like you look like a goat herder,
the
like you
entire
fuck goats?
persona of your face, he looks at you and says, "That's a man that has intercourse with goats."
That's a goat fucking cunt rancher.
right there. If I've ever met a man who embodies more of a pig and goat
Fucker.
intercourser, who
cunt
also
rancher.
has a face that could only have been grown farm to table on a cunt ranch, you, sir, are that man. And so we let you know what's wrong with that.
Nothing. So what I was just realizing was that maybe I aggravated him prior to my premature stop with the car by my slowing down to look for the food truck. So this was a longer, it wasn't just I must have bummed him out prior and then bummed him out again, which is why he felt at liberty to
Obligated.
reprimand me on my premature stop for the
Yes.
car. I must have done something prior that bummed him out.
Yeah. And so he,
Although that's not appropriate. And I can't wait to see him again, which
you'll see him again.
100%. I mean, I like mark the area and I remember the stickers on the car. So it's like all I have to see is the back of that car and I'll park in front of it and like wait it out.
Yeah, when you're alone.
Because I want to see this man again.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, remember this?
Yeah. And have him explain. If you can get an explanation.
That's what I want. I don't want to fight him.
Okay. You just want to be like.
I want to be like, how did you learn these English words? Like, you don't even speak English that well. How did you get down to Cunt Ranch?
Why don't you say
Cunt Ranch is like heady.
Let's go to Sage Bistro, have a vegan meal together, chop it up over some buffalo cauliflower, and explain to me about my face. And what is it about my face that makes you think that?
And also, why are you so preoccupied with fucking animals?
Because I know you're saving them. Is that why you save them?
You
and
save
don't
them
eat them
so I can fuck them.
You save them to fuck them?
No, so I can.
Oh, because that's worse.
He saves them for me.
He's like a PETA board member, but he's secretly on the DL to fuck them. That's not why we're saving them.
Anyway.
Yeah, dude. Let's take a deep breath. That's what everyone needs. That's what I would have said to him. I'd say, sir, please take a deep breath.
Go fuck a pig.
Yeah, dude. America through the eyes of 2 Americans taking slow, deep breaths through February 2020 as we get to 14 years of doing our podcast, which we started in February of 2006. The most important thing is a heartfelt thank you to everyone that is listening to the show right now, who's ever dipped into an episode, anyone that's ever bought any merch, seen us do a live show, said hello to us out in the world, gone to Patreon. Thank you so much.
We are fully listener supported
community
through our Patreon. It's what allows us to live, and it's also what allows us to bring this show to you both in audio and video form, completely commercial and advertising free.
Wow, that's the way to do it.
Please consider pledging to the show. It also gives you discount merch codes. It gives you access to the archived earlier episodes of the show.
It's also
dating all the way back to 2006.
It's also a way some people just only listen to the show. It's a nice way to say thank you. Say, hey, thank you, friends, for putting on this show. I hope you continue doing it.
You could also,
but the only way we can continue doing that, I don't want you to see this guy again because I don't want you to. I don't.
Well, you think
this man sounds like trouble.
You think he's gonna hurt me?
No, I think that he's gonna have more insults or truths that are crazier than Cunt Ranch, and it might if you don't have someone there to help you laugh through it, you might misinterpret it and might anger you, and I don't want any trouble.
I wasn't misinterpreting it. I allowed myself to laugh about it, but I was still fantasizing about killing him.
But you only did
separating him from his skin
because you had truth and beauty.
No.
You.
And so
if you're alone,
I'm going to kill him.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, but I'll be like, this man has been taunting me.
He's been stalking me. You could play this podcast episode in court.
Yeah,
trial lawyer play this.
Witnesses,
and then the jury would be like, "What the fuck's a Cunt Ranch?" The jury decided it took 2 hours. They decided not guilty.
It's that Ashton Kutcher show.
Not guilty.
But please consider. Oh, and if you don't want to sign up for a reoccurring donation or something like that, you could always just send us a couple of bucks or $1 million on our Venmo.
That's I got $1 million.
UID4L. UID number 4 letter L stands for UID for life, and that can just be a buck a laugh.
888-842-2357. That's a number we've had forever. It's a toll-free number. You can call that, share your thoughts and your feelings. And
you also message us through Patreon, or you can message me at uyd@me.com.
What could be happening is that we could have a listener
who's
won Powerball, and they have us in mind.
I would like to know,
and it's just a matter of time.
No listeners ever won a Powerball. I would like to know what is the most amount of money a listener has ever won on a lottery. Not a Keno, not a Vegas.
Like a state lottery.
A state lottery.
Or one of those, what are those when you're at a game and they do the 50-50 raffles? Because you can win a lot of money on that.
I don't know what that is.
You buy a ticket.
Professional game?
Yeah, you're at a football game and you buy a ticket, and let's say they sell $100,000 in tickets. $50,000 goes to whatever the charity is for, and $50,000 goes to the person that.
Okay, I guess either that,
because they get that high at games,
or a super or a state lotto.
Maybe somebody was like,
but if you've ever won, but
at
don't
a Seahawks
come at me
game
with
won like $48,000.
I don't care anything under $5,000, don't bother calling me. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Because I just don't really care.
Call me though, because
I've won like 1,500, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, I ain't ever won shit.
That's
One
not
time
true.
got one number on a super
Not
lotto.
true.
So
The most I've ever won on a scratcher or something like that.
call me
is
and tell me you won 50, and I'll get excited and talk
no,
about it.
Don't do
Be
that.
like, you won $50?
$1,000 or more. Minimum $10,000.
But you can call the voicemail if you. Yeah, no one wins the lottery, but somebody wins. They always win.
People
they can't win if you don't.
I want to know if you've won
you
more
can't
than
play.
$10,000. It's actually all I care about.
Okay.
Because that's the only. I wouldn't even blink at less than 10 or 15 grand.
I would
wouldn't
die.
even blink.
I would die if it
I
was.
spent $1,000 between my house and here today.
I have no idea.
I wouldn't even blink.
If
I might give it to somebody.
I won 500, I would probably cry. I'd be so shocked and excited.
Such a wuss.
When
No.
they burned me so. I got a super lotto this morning at 7-Eleven.
I think I won $1,800 at a slot machine
That's
once.
amazing.
And I was shaking.
Amazing.
I was like shaking.
I
was
buy
so
a super
excited.
lotto today, and my boy's like, "Oh, what about Powerball's up there?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay. It's all it takes." Oh, is it? Yeah, Seth. It's always up there.
It's never not up
I
there.
didn't even look to see. It's never not up there. It's the Powerball. It's never not up there. Oh, okay. Here's $2. All right, then let me throw away $2. Duh. And I walked out and was like, why'd you do that? Like, well, Seth, he did say to you, it's up there.
What's a fair amount to waste?
On what? Lottery tickets?
Yeah.
It's probably, I should probably just stop doing it. It's just not a good idea. I'm not going to win.
I think $5 a day.
That's
And you can do that
literally
any way you want.
I'm literally
If you
doing
want to do it,
2 a week,
if
and
you
I
want to
feel
do
like
it,
shit.
$35 all
Oh,
at
good,
once, or $5 every
Save it
single.
up.
However you want to break it up.
That'd be great.
You have $35 a week to
Wait
play,
all year. Get the calculator out. What if I waited all year?
and then put it all on red.
On
Yeah.
man.
That's what you should get. You get $5 a day allotted for any and all gambling
Okay.
types.
So you can do it however you
So
want.
however you like. Oh, let me use my fucking calculator for the first time.
Go to Vegas on your birthday and you
Solar,
can put it
it's
all
not
on,
going to work. It's going to have to let it charge outside for an hour.
No, these things they're cranked up now.
So,
2020.
35. Sorry.
Can you do the whole year?
Shut up.
If I just sorry.
Don't fuck me up.
My bad. My bad. It's all like I was saying numbers. Those are letters in words.
So you have $1,820 a year.
Okay.
You can spend on gambling of any and all types.
So instead of buying 1,000, whatever you said, super lottos, it'd be better to go to Vegas, put it all on black, right? That would be a more logical or better mathematical odds to win. You wouldn't win the same amount of money, but your
Yeah, I
chance
was
of
just
winning
saying-
some money would be
50-50.
if I buy
though it's not
1,820 super lottos, I'm going to win maybe $40 over the course of the year, right? With like a free ticket or $10 or $2 here. If I put 1,820, I don't know how Vegas works, on a color on one of those machines or one of those spinny things, you probably win a few $1,000s. That would be the better way to do it.
Well, if you go and put it on red, I think it's just even money.
Oh,
So you'd get 18.
what if I put it on black? I get double or triple?
That's what I mean. You get
Oh, I'd get that money.
you get it twice. So it's double.
Probably be
Even though the odds aren't 50-50, you get
Yeah.
twice your money
probably
back.
smarter to just do that in hope that you hit. Is that a 50-50 chance to hit?
No, because there's
yeah.
double, 0, and 0.
So there's okay. But what is my super lotto odds? So dumb.
I mean, it's
so dumb.
way worse.
Can't get a
odds.
number.
Way worse odds. I would say absolutely
Yeah, but-
$1,800 on black or red
Yeah, but you don't understand.
once a year.
The man working there, the professional man working there, said it's up there. Has anyone ever said that to you? It's up there.
You'd be like, I'm in.
Well, I'm in.
This is a very nice calculator.
Come back for
By the way, I
seven.
talk shit, but
Isn't that
it's
a beautiful-
very nice calculator.
12 digits?
Well, but it's like It's robust. It's got a good
heft to
Yeah,
it. Yes.
I'm happy with this.
Come back for
I
$773.
believe Patrick sent them to us, and
that
I want to
correct?
thank him if that's the case.
$773.
This is what you're coming back for. Yeah. This is 772. Come
thank
back
you
for
so much.
773. Tell a friend.
888-843-7. Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.